Hi everyone, it is such an honor to be standing here in front of you guys today to celebrate the wedding of Iku and Rob. If you guys don't know me, I have had the privilege of calling them my parents. When people usually talk about weddings like this, they usually think of new beginnings. And that's true. It's a turning point or a new chapter in someone's life. However, having the privilege of growing up and seeing how real their love is, seeing the way that they care for each other, and seeing the sacrifices that they've made over the years, I see this moment a little differently. I instead see this moment as a continuation of their love. So I think it's important to go back to the very beginning on how they met. Because whenever you stop and think about it, the chances of their lives crossing paths and then being here today getting married are so slim. A couple years ago, whenever my mom was applying to colleges, she would always get sent college pamphlets to her house. And she would throw away some pamphlets that did not interest her, which one of them happened to be the study abroad program to St. Mary's University, where she met my dad. If it wasn't for the mere chance of my grandfather, her dad, coming home early from work to see that college pamphlet lying on the top of the trash can pile, and then deciding to convince her to apply to that study abroad program, then she would have never ended up in all places of San Antonio, Texas, from Japan. On top of going to Texas for college, how crazy is it to think about that the best friend that she makes in college is taking the same class as my dad and is working on a group project with him. Albert is a very extroverted person, and so he thought right away to invite him to their friend group dinner. My dad had agreed yes, and when arriving at the restaurant, what are the chances that he sits right next to my mom out of all the seats at the long open table? And this impossible meeting then led to history, and Rob and Iku's different stories then converged to a single story, which then became a foundation of mine. Iku and Rob being able to beat these incredible odds made me really rethink about how strong the power of love is and how it has the ability of bringing people together no matter the obstacles. Their love story not only shaped my view on love, but also became the foundation of which so many of my values are built upon. I see their relationship as an example of what love is supposed to be like, and from that, I've defined what I've wanted in a relationship. Now that I'm with my boyfriend, I notice that the values I prioritize in a relationship are very similar to the values that my parents share. And sometimes whenever I think about the future, I imagine me and my boyfriend living a life that closely resembles a life that my parents live. So I just want to say thank you to both of you for showing me what real love is like and to give me something I'm able to look up to every single day. And I know I have mentioned that I don't see this wedding as a new beginning, but I do hope you guys keep your relationship new and exciting and continue to discover new places together, making new memories, and also finding new ways to fall in love with each other all over again.